What if your everyday manners are seen as rude in another country? Slurping noodles, eating with your hands, using your left hand, staying silent on the train, or even greeting loudly. In one culture, these might be normal. In another, they might be completely unacceptable. So why are there such vast differences in manners around the world? In this video, we'll dive deep into the roots of global etiquette, exploring how history, religion, and cultural values shape the way we behave. And by the end, you might never look at manners the same way again. Chapter 1. Manners are just cultural habits. We often hear that manners are about being polite or behaving properly in society, but the actual content of these rules varies wildly, depending on the country, region, and even era. In Japan, silence is considered respectful. In Brazil, silence during conversation might be seen as unfriendly. Manners are not universal truths. They are social codes shaped by cultural habits that evolved over time. Chapter 2. Why do Japanese people slurp? One thing that surprises many visitors to Japan, slurping your noodles loudly is not just acceptable, it's encouraged. This unique custom comes from the Edo period, where slurping soba buckwheat noodles was seen as stylish and sophisticated. People believed that slurping enhanced the flavor and aroma, making the experience more enjoyable. Even today, the slurp is often interpreted as a sign that the food is delicious, something deeply rooted in Japanese culinary culture. Chapter 3. Western etiquette and royal roots. In contrast, slurping in Western countries is a big no-no. In France, the UK, and the US, making noise while eating is considered bad manners. This stems from the etiquette developed in royal courts during the 17th and 18th centuries, especially in France. Back then, nobility valued elegance and refinement, and being quiet during meals was seen as a sign of breeding and sophistication. This royal etiquette spread to the middle class and eventually became the standard in modern Western culture. Chapter 4. In Southeast Asia, eating with your hands shows respect. In countries like India, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines, eating with your hands is completely normal and even respectful. In India, for example, eating with your hands is a way of showing gratitude for the food. It's believed to be a more connected sensory experience. Feeling the texture, warmth, and consistency of your meal brings you closer to it. Cleanliness, however, is taken very seriously. Washing hands before and after meals is essential. Eating with your hands isn't dirty, it's an expression of sincerity and appreciation. Chapter 5. In Africa, only the right hand, please. In many African nations, using only your right hand to eat is standard etiquette. Using your left hand may be seen as highly disrespectful. This is tied to Islamic influence in many regions, where the left hand is considered unclean and reserved for hygiene. In countries like Nigeria and Ethiopia, this right-hand rule extends beyond food. Even when passing objects to others, always use your right hand to show politeness and respect. Chapter 6. When everything is the opposite. Differences in manners go far beyond food. In Japan, being quiet on the train is polite. In Italy or China, it's common to speak loudly. In some countries, toilet paper is essential. In others, water is the standard. In the US, maintaining eye contact shows confidence. But in countries like Thailand or Korea, avoiding eye contact can signal respect and humility. In the US, a strong handshake is a mark of trust. In Japan, that same grip might come across as aggressive or rude. In other words, etiquette is not about absolutes. It's about context. What's correct depends entirely on the cultural setting. Chapter 7. Breaking manners doesn't make you a bad person. It's important to understand. Breaking a local custom doesn't automatically make someone disrespectful. They might simply not know. For example, if a tourist accidentally brings a towel into a Japanese hot spring bath, instead of reacting harshly, try thinking maybe this isn't their custom. Manners can be taught, but empathy comes from within. Chapter 8. Build your own global etiquette map. In today's connected world, we interact with people across the globe every day. Whether it's travel, online meetings, or international friendships, understanding cultural etiquette is no longer optional. It's essential. Knowing what's polite or offensive in another culture can build trust and avoid major misunderstandings. The more global your awareness, the smoother your relationships. Manners can become walls or bridges. Which will you build? Final message. Manners are just imagination in action. At the end of the day, manners are tools we use to show respect. Just because someone does things differently doesn't mean they're wrong. It means they grew up with a different script, and that's okay. Understanding those differences, respecting them, and adjusting where needed. That's not just good manners, that's humanity. Viewer prompt. Have you ever judged someone for their bad manners, only to realize it was just a cultural difference? What are some surprising customs you've encountered? Drop them in the comments. Let's build a global etiquette map together.